The Little Match Girl. Story time with Rabiani Chum. One cold winter's evening, a poor little girl was huddled on a street corner in a big city. It was snowing, and the little girl was dressed in rags. All around, the people rushed home to their warm houses and their hot suppers. No one paid any attention to the sad, shivering girl. In the pocket of her dress, the little girl had some matches. She had been walking through the city all day calling out, "Matches for sale!" But no one had bought any from her. No one even gave her a penny. Now hungry, cold, and shivering, she tried to find some shelter from the icy wind. Her fingers and toes were blue and cold, but she was too afraid to go home. She had not sold any matches, and she knew her stepmother would be angry and punish her. Besides, it was just as cold at home. There, the wind whistled through the cracks and holes in the walls and roof, even though her father had tried to fill them with rags and straw. She found a place between two houses where the wind did not blow so bitterly. But she was still very cold. Then she had an idea. A match might warm her up. She lit one and held her hands around it. It had a warm, clear flame. But then the flame went out. She lit another match and gazed into the flame. She imagined that she was sitting in front of a fireplace where a blazing fire burned. She leaned closer to the fireplace. How it warmed her! But then the match went out and the fireplace vanished. Only the small stump of the match was left in her hand. Evening had now changed into night, and the stars came out. The little match girl looked up at the sky. Suddenly, she saw a shooting star. As it fell, it left a long train of fire after it. "Now someone is dying," said the little girl. Her dear grandmother had told her that when a star falls, a soul goes to heaven. She missed her grandmother. The little girl struck another match. There, in its light, stood her dear grandmother. "Oh, grandmother, take me with you," cried the little girl. "I know you will be gone when the match goes out, just like the fireplace." At once, she lit all of her matches. They burned with such brightness that it was almost like the middle of the day. In the light of all the matches, her grandmother was beautiful. With a kind smile, the grandmother took the little match girl in her arms. Together, they flew up high, high where there was no cold, no hunger, and no suffering. They had gone to heaven.